Jags hired Doug Pederson. I assume you've known Pederson. What do you think?
Oh, I got to know him at that Tahoe event, and I've watched his offenses. I think he's an excellent coach, obviously. Trey Burton, one of the guys that played for me in Florida, a guy I'm real close with. We talked about him several years ago. So it's a great hire and offensive mind. I think he's going to do great.
Hey, Urban, how important is it in your mind, the way the NFL is, you haven't been in it, how important is it to have an offensive mind, like a state-of-the-art offensive guy coaching offense?
Oh, it's critical. It's essential. Especially the NFL offenses are a little different than college. But then you look at the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs, and those are basically the same offenses we ran. So I think it's going to be interesting to see who he hires as coordinator, if he's going to coordinate the offense. But I think that's the choice you got to make when you're in the NFL. You see Coach Belichick lost Josh McDaniel. It's going to be real intriguing to see if he just elevates within. That's normally what he does, because it's going to be the New England Patriots offense. When you take over an organization, like some of the other new coaches, it's going to depend on who you hire as the offense coordinator and give him autonomy to do it his way.
Yeah, I'm curious about that. So I'm the head coach. All right, I got a defensive coordinator that I'm paying a hell of a lot of money to. I got an offensive coordinator I've got a hell of a lot of money to, and I've got the staff all the way down the line: coordinator, offense, everybody under defense. What the hell's a head coach do?
Well, head coach is in college. It's interesting, Dan, that since Steve Spurrier won it in '96, the national championship, and then Jimbo Fisher. I want to say that's the only two coaches that have won a national championship as a primary play caller. And that's I was very involved in play calling. Never was a primary, because I always had a Dan Mullen, a Ryan Day, a Tom Herman, but I was very, very involved. But you maybe lose contact with the special teams. And I always felt that was my thing, my way of touching the entire team. In the NFL, it's much different. You have Sean Payton. I mean, you got the two coaches that are going at it in this game. They're play callers, Zach Taylor, and then obviously the coach of the Rams, Sean McVay. So it's much different than I found out. Yeah.
Why are you able to call plays in the pros and not in college? What was the difference that made it, I guess, easier for a head coach to do that?
A lot of times I found out even the head coach doesn't hire the staff, which is absolutely shocking to me. I heard a story. I won't say the staff, but linebacker coach I knew got hired by an organization. He never even met with the head coach. The GM hired him. And basically the defense is its own entity, offense own entity, special team. That's not the way I was used to it. So the way I tried to do it is have a vision of what we wanted on defense. That's why I really admired the Baltimore Ravens defense. I heard Joe Cullen. I really thought he did a good job. Darrell Bevel had experience in the spread, which is what I'm used to, and then also under center stuff, the professional offense with Russell Wilson, and he blew away the interview. So I think the head coach has a vision. And as long, the way I looked at it is the way it's going smoothly, then stay out of it. You're the fundamental coach, you're the culture builder, and you got to really be involved in the roster management.
Okay, so when you're the head coach, I'm really curious about this, because you're on the headset, you're hearing both coordinators, you're hearing, and I'm guessing this happened. I'm going to go back more to college than the NFL. Did you ever just, hey, man, no, we're not running that. We're running this.
Oh, yeah, all the time. All the time.
That's what I thought,
when I first started, we would script every series between series. And on defense, I really was not involved. I had excellent coordinators, and, I didn't want to get in the way, and we played pretty good defense most of the years. On offense, especially when Dan Mullen was my coordinator, we scripted, we talked, we've been together so long. All right, this series, because every play, the way we did it back with Mullen, is every play was set up. So we'd start in this formation. If it gave us a certain look, we'd go to this. And then I was always the guy, because I'd say, okay, once we get the shot play ready, I'd pull the fast guy. I mean, this is pretty good. I would take, the Devin Smith, the Zeke, my fast player, Percy Harvin. And in my mind, I knew if we got one more first down, we're taking a shot. And I would pull the fast guys off the field. I can say this now because I'm not coaching. I'd pull the fast guys off, and the trainers knew that means hydrate those boys up. Get them Gatorade, get them G2 in them, whatever you got to do, because I'm getting ready to take a shot here in a minute. And once we got that first down, I'd say over the headsets, take the shot. Receivers ran on the field, and everybody knew they were fresh and ready to throw it down the field.